نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد الإسلام يعدو ولا يعدى. It is mentioned that Islam will always be superior and never inferior, meaning Islam can never be destroyed. So many Fir'auns and Dajjals have tried and will try, but will never succeed, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself has promised that the Quran will be protected till the day of Qiyamah. No Fir'aun can change it or destroy it. That's why we should have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Raise our hands only in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bowing and prostrating is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The previous nations were cursed because اتخذوا قبور أنبيائهم مسجدا. They used to bow in front of their prophets' graves. We have people today who bow in front of graves, elders and kings. In Islam, this is completely haram, even if it is just for respect. My dear listeners, we should accept the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wholeheartedly. Hazrat Abu Talha radiyallahu anhu's son passed away before he returned from a long journey. His wife welcomed him, fed him, and spent the night like a husband and a wife does. Then in the morning she told him that their son had passed away. Allahu Akbar. See how she endured the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She did not complain, cry or mourn, and at the same time she thought of her husband's rights. If she would have told him as soon as he entered the home, he would have lost his appetite and sleep. This teaches us how a wife should welcome the husband. At the same time, the husband is told, مَا تَجْعَلُ فِي فِمْرَأَتِكَ. The morsel which you place in the wife's mouth, you will be rewarded for it. Our condition is, in the house we act like wild beasts. Outside we are humans. In the house we are harsh. Outside we are gentle. In the house we growl and frown at each other. Outside we meet strangers with a smiling face. Husband and wife cannot even say salam and jazakallah to each other. My dear listeners, Islam teaches us respect. Even when a Muslim passes away, we are told, if you take part in janaza salah and burial, mithlul jabalain al-azimain, the reward will be equal to 2 huge mountains. Imagine the reward of farz salah. In the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one person used to look after the masjid. When he passed away, the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum buried him without informing the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. After some days, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam inquired about him. He was told that he had passed away. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Why did you not tell me? Show me his grave." The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam then went to his grave to offer prayers. My dear listeners, here we have a simple person unknown to anyone, but the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam inquired about him and showed his respect for him. Allahu Akbar. Nowadays we only respect the famous, the wealthy, and the ones with some authority to gain fame and to achieve the world, for which the Prophet ﷺ said, وَلَكِنْ أَخَافُ عَلَيْكُمْ أَن تَنَافَسُوا فِيهَا. I am afraid that you will fight with one another to gain wealth. My dear listeners, in the hereafter, nothing will help if we do not love the ways of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We see Abdullah bin Ubay, hypocrite, when he passed away, نفث عليه من ريقه وألبسه قميصه. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam threw some of his saliva on him and gave him his own shirt as a shroud, but this did not save him from the fire of hell. It is said that when a pious person passes away, he says, قَدِّمُونِي قَدِّمُونِي, take me quickly, present me quickly. And if he was evil, he screams, يَا وَيْلَهَا أَيْنَ يَذْهَبُونَ بِهَا, woe to me, where are they taking me? It is said, لَوْ سَمِعَهُ صَعِقًا, if the humans heard the screams, they would fall unconscious. In the same way, the pious will be shown his place in paradise, but the wicked will fail to answer the questions in the grave. And so he will be told, لا دريت ولا تليت, neither did you know, nor did you take guidance. And so the punishment will start. That is why it is important that when the truth is presented, we should accept and try to practice as much as possible. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy. Ameen. Ya Rabbal Alameen. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.